Let's talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is May the 12th, 2020. Almost forgot the year. We have Monday Night Raw, and ladies and gentlemen, there was an emotional announcement, and we saw some returns, and we got a challenge at Backlash. First match of Backlash, but we don't know what's happening because the guy that got challenged did not accept yet. So, ladies and gentlemen, to start on Monday Night Raw, we had Becky Lynch coming out with the Money in the Bank briefcase of Asuka's. Asuka won the Money in the Bank for the Women's Championship contract. But, ladies and gentlemen, Becky Lynch told Asuka, because Asuka came out and started screaming her lungs out, and she said that was her Money in the Bank. Yes, it's hers. But, ladies and gentlemen, what we did not know about, Money in the Bank was not Money in the Bank contract. It was for the Money in the Bank's Raw Women's Championship. Inside of the Money in the Bank briefcase is the Raw Women's Championship. Becky has to vacate the championship. So Asuka is the new Raw Women's Champion. But now, Becky did explain why she has to vacate the title, why she gave it to Asuka, and Asuka's the new champion, is because Becky Lynch is now going to be a mother soon. She is pregnant now, and she does have to leave the WWE for a couple of months. Or if the baby when the baby gets born, and she will still be gone for a couple of months because the baby is going to be a young little thing, and Becky Lynch has to stay home with him or her. Doesn't any gender. So all this stuff is happening. So Asuka is our new Raw Women's Champion, and she doesn't have the Money in the Bank contract anymore. This is interesting. The first time ever a cash-in when you didn't have to do it for a match, and nothing. You just got rewarded with the championship. Asuka, you're smart. You're good. She won everything. She's a Grand Slam champion. She won the Royal Rumble. She won the SmackDown Women's title, tag team titles, the Money in the Bank, and now the Raw Women's Championship. What else can Asuka do? We don't know. Even Becky Lynch didn't do those things. She never won the Money in the Bank or the NXT Women's Championship. So we have Asuka having a match. No, not having a match. She won the title. She won the title, and then, ladies and gentlemen, everybody is hugging Becky Lynch to congrats her on her big announcement, being a mother, being pregnant. It's emotional. I cried as well, guys. I cried. It was so upsetting, man. It's a happy cry. It was a happy, emotional night for Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins. If you guys didn't know, Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch are dating or they're engaged. So, yeah, they're having a baby. Bravo for that. So, ladies and gentlemen, now we're not in the baby zone. We're in the no DQ zone. No DQ match. Humberto Carrillo goes one-on-one with Bobby Lashley in the first match of the evening. And, ladies and gentlemen, how this match happened is that, remember in this gauntlet match that Bobby Lashley was in, the Last Chance gauntlet match, Bobby Lashley got himself disqualified by versing Humberto Carrillo. He beat mostly everybody else except for Humberto Carrillo because he got himself disqualified, and now he has a no DQ match with Humberto Carrillo. I thought there was going to be more weapons get used, but it wasn't. It was a pretty decent match. It was an okay match. We only saw a chair. Normally we always see chairs. And Bobby Lashley gets the win with a submission with a full Nelson headlock. Whatever you want to call that. I don't know what you call it. Next, we have Angel Garza versus Akira Tozawa. But, ladies and gentlemen, the problem here now is that at the backstage, we had Andrade and his teammates and Zelina Vega were bickering at each other, yelling at each other, mostly Austin Theory and Angel Garza. And Angel Garza, during the match, he was still yelling at Austin Theory, saying that he could do this all day, all month, all year to Austin Theory. And then he beat Akira Tozawa. And then Austin Theory and Angel Garza were arguing again, and we don't understand why. Here comes Drew McIntyre coming out, and Claymore, both guys, Angel Garza and Austin Theory and got into the face of the United States champion Andrade. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a rematch of the champion versus champion match that was a couple weeks ago between Drew McIntyre and Andrade. And it was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed it. It was a pretty good match. But the winner of that match with the Claymore was Mr. Drew McIntyre. Almost messed up who it was. Drew McIntyre gets the win. And then he told us, then he said, and saying that he respects Seth Rollins, what happened on Money in the Bank. And, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a brand crossover. I don't think it's going to happen every single week, but Drew McIntyre issue a challenge. I think SmackDown Superstar issue a challenge to a Raw Superstar, and he chose Drew McIntyre. It's going to be next week. It will be Drew McIntyre versus King Corbin next week on Raw. That's going to be interesting. Is SmackDown going to do the same thing? I think it's going to be a little interesting to have Raw and SmackDown versus each other. But the only problem I have, remember the free card rule? What it's called? I forgot what it's called. That wild card rule. That I didn't like because we had Raw and SmackDown. SmackDown could go for the Raw titles, and Raw could go for the SmackDown titles. And it was just a disaster. It was stupid. Everybody didn't like it. I didn't like it. I like Raw versus Raw. I like SmackDown versus SmackDown, guys. That's what I like. Let's hope they don't mess it up this time. I'm just hoping it's just Corbin. I know the women's tag team titles, that's on every brand that's on Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. If there's any NXT women's tag team in NXT. But I understand that even the 24/7 title that we've never seen ever again. Don't know why. So that's going to happen next week. Then we have a Moment of Bliss. We have Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross having a Moment of Bliss, the special edition, because they're on SmackDown, and now they're coming to Raw because they're messing up my words. They are the women's tag team champions, so they're allowed on all three shows, on Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. And then we hear the Iconics theme song. The Iconics made their return. They're back. It's been a long time. When is the last time you've seen these ladies in a match? Like, seriously, the Iconics made their return. I think these past couple weeks, we've seen a lot of returns. We saw Samoa Joe, Jinder Mahal, the Iconics now, Edge. Who else? Oh, well, yeah, Edge came out in the Royal Rumble, not during the Performance Center empty arena matches. But man, we're getting a lot of returns lately. Who else needs to make a return? Like Razor? I don't care about him. But ladies and gentlemen, the Iconics won a match against Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross for the tag titles. Bliss says, "Hold on, you don't make matches because you just came on Moment Bliss." But, ladies and gentlemen, Billy Kay says, okay, don't put the tag titles on the line, but still have a match with us. And they did. It was a pretty decent match. Not bad. But the winner of that match, it looked like a reverse magic killer from the Iconics. And they got the 1, 2, 3. Pin Alexa Bliss. They get a shot at the women's tag team titles because it was announced next week the women's tag team titles will be on the line between I got the burps, the Iconics, against Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross for the women's tag team titles. Yay! Ladies and gentlemen, we had a 6-man tag team match, or handicap match. We have Pretty Ricky, a.k.a. R-Truth. That looks like a hillbilly when he puts those teeth in his mouth. Teams up with Cedric Alexander and Ricochet to verse MVP, Shane Thorne, and Brandon Vink in a 6-man tag team match. It was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed it, but the winner of that match was Pretty Ricky, Cedric Alexander, and Ricochet because R-Truth gets the win. And he distracted the referee by giving the referee the dentures of Pretty Ricky, and that was disgusting. And ladies and gentlemen, he got the little Jimmy on MVP, 1, 2, 3, he gets the win. And then Bobby Lashley came out, did a spear, and then he did a submission on R-Truth and told MVP, let's talk. Because MVP says, you should be the next WWE number contender to the WWE title, but what's happening? Why are you versing Humberto Carrillo or R-Truth? But ladies and gentlemen, we all know why. Is because of Lana. Lana doesn't have to shutty the pothole. And then that's what MVP says. If he wants a better manager, he told Lana, if he wants a better manager, come to me. And when she's on, don't listen. Don't listen to your TV with headphones. Your ears will be busted because Lana's screaming. Yay. So that's happening. I would love to see MVP team up with Bobby Lashley. That would be a good tag team. We have Aleister Black versus Rey Mysterio versus Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy, or Murphy. But ladies and gentlemen, Seth Rollins wasn't okay. He wasn't okay. Before the match, Rey Mysterio congrats Seth Rollins on being a dad because Becky Lynch and her fiance is Seth Rollins, and they're having a child. But Seth Rollins didn't say thank you or anything. He just went in the face of Rey Mysterio and walked away. But during the match, Seth Rollins didn't want to tag. He didn't want to do anything. He was just standing there like a freaking dead man. So all of that happened, and then Rey Mysterio went in the corner. He hits Murphy, and then he hits Seth Rollins. And then he was about to hit the 619 onto on Murphy, and then Seth Rollins grabbed him grabbed Rey Mysterio when he was trying to do the 619 and pulled him out of the ring, and there was a disqualification. We saw Seth Rollins attacking the eye of Rey Mysterio, and then we saw Murphy attacking Aleister Black. Aleister Black went over the barricade, and Seth Rollins told Murphy to back away. He got angry. After the two shots in the eye, a thumb in the eye, and a punch in the eye, he grabbed Rey Mysterio's head, and he was shoving the eye of Rey Mysterio of the corner of the steel steps. Like, his whole eye. It wasn't the mask, it was his real eye, not the mask eye. And he was shoving it in that corner. And then later on, the hospital people came out, and Rey moved his hand. It was bleeding. He had to take his mask off. You guys didn't know what he looks like. Now you guys know what he looks like without the mask. And ladies and gentlemen, and then we went to the trainer's office, see Rey Mysterio and getting checked up. Aleister Black is there as well. Seth Rollins didn't know what happened. I guess he just got angry and he forgot. Like some guys that has some problems in their heads, and that's what happened to Seth Rollins when he lost his title shot at Money in the Bank. And then Aleister Black didn't want to hear it, and he attacked Murphy, and they got brawled in the trainer's office. They got rid of Rey Mysterio to make him go away, and Seth Rollins walk away while these guys are brawling. And ladies and gentlemen, are we going to see Aleister Black go one-on-one with Buddy Murphy? I need to stop saying Buddy Murphy. Ladies and gentlemen, and then we have Natalya wants to teach Shayna Baszler some manners, because before her match, way before her match, she had some words to say about Becky Lynch's announcement and talking about her longest reigning Raw Women's Championship reign, and she'd given it up for a kid. Now, I'm not going to say what for a baby. I'm not going to say what Shayna said about the baby, because that's just wrong. And then she says, have you seen the father? And she rests her case. I guess the father is Seth Rollins, and he looks like a hobo right now. That's why. And Natalya came out to Shayna and says she wants to teach Shayna Baszler some manners. Shayna Baszler says, what do you know anything about motherhood? Natalya is not a mother. And she says, every Neidhart dies with you there. I think that's what she says. Because, remember, Natalya's father did pass away a couple years ago. That's upsetting as well. Ladies and gentlemen, then we had our main event. Shayna Baszler goes one-on-one with Natalya. Pretty decent match. It was okay, but the winner of that match with a knee was Shayna Baszler. Good job. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if I should talk about this because it's stupid. We had the Viking Raiders versus the Street Profits, not in a wrestling match, not in any kind of match. in a basketball game. They were having a basketball game, and Street Profits won that because the Viking Raiders didn't outplay. Until the end, we saw them hustled the Street Profits when Ivar was throwing basket after basket. And what does that mean? Do they get a title shot? Why didn't they get a title shot at Money in the Bank? Why? That doesn't make any sense. If you guys did wonder why Rey Mysterio and Aleister Black could wrestle because they got thrown off the roof, they fell off the roof and went onto a second roof that was, I think Rey Mysterio said it was 6 feet. But like John, they couldn't make it, and the match was over, and Otis won the match. So, good job for Otis. That's why Rey Mysterio and Aleister Black was still wrestling. That's why they were here on Raw. So we had Edge coming back. Edge came out, and he wanted to be done with Randy Orton, and he wants to go have some more future matches with other Raw superstars. Until Randy Orton came out, and he says the better man won at WrestleMania. But he says the better man won, but not the better wrestler, because they weren't in a traditional wrestling match. They were in a last man standing match, and when Edge made his return, it wasn't a wrestling match, it was the Royal Rumble match. He's telling the truth there. So Randy Orton issued a challenge to Edge at Backlash into a traditional wrestling match. But no, Edge did not accept yet. He did not deny it. He didn't say anything. He had nothing to say. Would it happen? Will we get our answer next week? Would it be Edge versus Randy Orton in a normal match? We will find out. Maybe next week. We don't know. So if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Leave a comment below. I want to say congrats to Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. I hope Seth Rollins doesn't drop my eye into some stairs. Please don't. You're God, okay? You're God. But ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I do see a lot of people unsubscribing because, yes, I am just doing wrestling videos. I don't know. Why am I just doing that? Because I love wrestling. I'm the biggest fan of wrestling, man. I love it. I don't care. People want to complain about the empty arenas. I think I'm happy for it because I'm so grateful that I have something to watch for 3 hours, for 2 hours. It doesn't matter if it's AEW, Impact Wrestling, or WWE RAW, SmackDown, NXT, or pay-per-views. I don't care. I'm grateful for all of those wrestling companies that are still making wrestling shows happen every single week. You guys should be grateful as that too, man. Like, if you're a wrestling fan, stop being ungrateful. Stop complaining. Oh, there's no fans. You still get to see wrestling. That is why you tune in to watch wrestling, not the stupid fans. Sorry for the stupid fans part, but you know what I mean. I'm a fan. Hey, I'm stupid as well because I only care about the wrestling, right? I guess I'm stupid because I only care about the wrestling. I watch WWE for the wrestling fans. I don't make videos of the results of the fans, what they do. They cheer. They boo. They chant. Okay, but we're here to watch wrestling. We're here for the people that get paid, not for the fans that pays to watch them. Oh my goodness gracious. So ladies and gentlemen, yes, it gets annoying that every time I see on Facebook or on Instagram or anything that people are complaining because of empty arena matches. Because it's empty arena. We've been doing this for 2 months. Yeah, the world is not fixed because of these 2 months, on these 2 months yet. But they're trying their best. They're trying to make you guys entertain. There's a lot of things canceled. A lot of things, even TV shows, movies that are trying to come out, it got canceled because they can't film it. Because they had to stay home. But these wrestlers are coming out of their homes to entertain you guys on your TV screens. You are the fans. They wouldn't be paid if you didn't watch. Fox, that they're on, that gets their money. They won't be getting their money. They won't be paid because they want to entertain you. That's why they play a whole bunch of TV shows. Oh my goodness. You guys need to stop your complaining and whining. Please, just stop. Like, it's annoying. Some of the matches are good. I enjoy watching the cinematic matches. The Money in the Bank, the Boneyard match, the Firefly Funhouse match. Those are fun to watch. But you think when the fans come back, they're going to keep on doing that? No. They're not going to keep on doing that. I think the last time we've seen that with the fans was a House of Horror match with Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt. That wasn't good. That was horrible. But these matches were actually good. They actually had a awesome ending. Interesting. Like, they weren't forced to do this. They have this thing in mind for months, for weeks, to figure out what to do during this whole craziness in this world. I don't think they even thought about what to do in the House of Horror match. Maybe they thought, let's do the Extreme Rules match or a hardcore match. But, okay, let's put in that haunted house that Bray Wyatt thinks is his house. But nobody will care about it. But people care about these matches, the Boneyard, Firefly Funhouse, and the Money in the Bank ladder matches. Do you guys see the difference here? No, you guys don't, because you guys like to complain. But if you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to unsubscribe, you guys can do that if you want, because I'd be a jerk. But that's up to you, because I'm telling you what I think. I'm telling the truth. If you guys hate the truth, unsubscribe and stop watching the videos. That's all for me today. Tyler is out. Bye.